You probably recognize that sound from a common summertime chore, mowing the lawn. You may have heard people complain about noise pollution from lawnmowers, but did you know that gas-powered lawnmowers are a source of air pollution too?
Lawnmowers and other things with two-stroke engines are a big problem because there's no controls on those motors, and they pollute a lot.
That was Marcia Daneb from the Oregon Department of Environmental Quality.
According to the Environmental Protection Agency, in 1 hour of use, the average 4.1 horsepower gas lawnmower releases up to 3 times as many air pollutants as the average passenger car, which contributes to smog and other issues.
Smog, or ozone, is very harmful to the lungs. It's like causing a sunburn to the lungs. There's another whole area of air pollution called air toxics or hazardous air pollutants. And they're things like benzene, which comes from gasoline and from burning any kind of fuel that produces fine particulates which can get deep into the lungs and also affect heart conditions. And there are some of them, like benzene, which are known carcinogens.
In 2006, the California Air Resources Board estimated that gallon for gallon, lawnmower engines of that year produced 93 times more smog-forming emissions than 2006 cars, according to the New York Times. Lawnmowers alone were responsible for more than 2% of smog-forming pollution from all engines. On a national scale, this is significant. NASA images show that lawns cover more space in the United States than cornfields, and according to a 2006 New York Times article, 6 million mowers are shipped to retailers each year.
Because of this pollution, some cities, like Baltimore, Phoenix, and Los Angeles, have started buyback programs where you can trade in your gas-powered lawnmower for a discount on an electric one. For a time, Portland had a program like this too.
We did have a lawnmower rebate program back in the 90s for 5 years, and we partnered with Portland General Electric. They provided the funds, and people were able to get a rebate when they bought a new electric or battery-operated lawnmower or push mower.
But of all the ways to reduce air pollution, should lawnmowers be a priority? Here's John Talaska, a policy analyst with the City of Portland's Office of Sustainable Development, which deals with climate control issues.
In the past, people have talked about not just lawnmowers, but two-stroke engines and trying to reduce all of them. But it's not something that we're looking to pursue. I have no love of the gas-powered lawnmower, and the real pollution for them comes from particulates, which aren't really a global warming gas.
Here's a clarification. Lawnmowers don't contribute much to global warming. That is, gallon for gallon, they don't emit any more carbon than a car. But they do emit far more pollution overall.
There are alternatives to gas-powered mowers. You can now get a battery-powered mower that runs for up to 90 minutes before it needs to be charged again, depending on the model. Granted, using electricity to charge a mower contributes to carbon emissions, but for now, an electric mower is at least the lesser of two evils.
But this isn't an answer for everybody, especially people who have a lot of lawn to mow, like a landscaper. John Krause, owner of Contemporary Landscape Services, has been in the business for 35 years. It's not that he doesn't want to use more sustainable equipment, it's just not feasible.
There isn't a mower out there that I could use that would be considered environmentally friendly. All of the electrics are impractical for this business. You'd have to be making sure you've got power on all your sites, because the cordless ones, the life of a charge would get me through maybe 2 accounts, and then you have to have 4, 6, 8 hours of recharge before it was back up. And so it's an impractical thing. It doesn't work. I can't do it.
In other words, a lawnmower trade-in program would be impractical for someone like John, but could be a step in the right direction for people who use lawnmowers on a smaller scale.
Daneb says the City of Portland would consider reinstalling a buyback program if it were funded.
It was a very popular program, and it was effective, and we would love to still be doing it. We just would need another partner to provide the funding for it.
In the meantime, if you have a gas-powered lawnmower and want to reduce air pollution, there are a few things you can do.
First, consider switching to an electric mower.
Or better yet, an old-fashioned push-reel mower.
Or plant low-maintenance native plants that need no mowing and produce more oxygen than grass.
Then, your summer will sound less like this.
And more like this.